Hey YouTube, what's up? It's Jamie, and this is my 1 year on tea update video. October 8th was my actual 1 month on tea date, but I didn't make a video, partially because I'm like still processing like what it means to be a year on tea, but also because I've had bronchitis and I've been a stuffy coughing mess for a few weeks, so I'm doing a little better now and have some things I want to talk about. So it's really weird, it's really bizarre being a year on tea, especially because starting tea, I didn't know if I'd be on tea for a month. I didn't know if I'd even be on tea for 6 months, like let alone a year. But at the same time, I'm like here being 12 months on tea, and I'm like, I thought I would look a lot different 12 months on tea. So it's like, did I know somewhere deep in my brain that I wanted to be on tea this long? I think the answer is yes. And I don't know. It's really cool. It's really good being where I'm at. I feel like I'm in a really good spot with gender feelings and stuff right now. That being said, I still feel like I am not better at understanding my gender or having a name or a label or whatever for my gender feels today than I was like a year ago. Like, I still don't fucking know. But what has changed is how I feel about like not knowing, because I feel really good and okay and comfortable with not knowing my gender right now. That's something that I didn't realize had been stressing me out so much. But over the last year, I've gotten to a lot more comfortable place with that. And I think some of that is learning that I am coming to terms with the fact that, like, you just don't get to control other people's perceptions of you. You can to some extent, and certainly, like, hormones have played a big role in that. But at the end of the day, like, you can do your best to present yourself to other people, and people are still going to perceive you the way that they do, and you can't control that. And the sooner that you realize that or come to terms with that and focus more on what you want versus what you want people to perceive you as, yeah, that's made a difference. But obviously, a huge part of that has been like hormones, and physical changes have made me feel a lot more comfortable in my body. Male privilege, I mean, in general, too, has added to that. But just like, beforehand, I didn't know. I had thought about it and asked myself a lot, but I like never was like, I would feel so much more comfortable if my voice was deeper, or I would feel so much more comfortable if my body looked this way or that way. And I didn't know that for sure. But now, like, once my voice is lower, and it's been low for a while, now I'm like, yeah, this makes me feel a lot better. And I wish I had been able to identify that sooner, or now that my body looks the way it does, I feel so much better. But I didn't know that that's what I needed. I asked myself, like, is going on tea something that would be helpful for you? And I didn't know if it was the answer. Now I do know that, like, yes, this is a helpful thing. This is something that's making me feel so much better. But I didn't know until I was here. And so now that I'm here, it's like, oh, life is so much easier right now. Just feeling okay and feeling good and liking my body and, like, myself. And I don't think I realized how much I was struggling with that. But the past 12 months have been actively, like, it feels like I'm working towards bettering myself and feeling better about things. And I just didn't know what I needed to do to get here. And now that I'm here, it's like, thank you. This is such a weight on my shoulders. So it's like, I don't know where I'm at with masculinity and femininity, and I don't feel like there's things about me that are like, well, this part of me is more feminine, or this part is more, it's not, like, cut and dry like that. It's like, I'm just me. I'm Jamie, and I feel like I'm a lot more comfortable just identifying like that way. Like, I don't need to have a name for it or a label for it or an understanding of it. I'm just okay being me. And that's fucking huge. That's been such a relief to just be like, I don't know, it doesn't matter, it's not stressing me out, I'm me, and I like me, and I think that the me that I'm being is a good me, and a positive me, and a me that I'm proud of, and like being, and like, that sounds so dumb, and like, obviously this is something that would make your life easier. Why didn't, I don't know. It's been a really long, I feel like, journey to get to a spot where now I'm here and I'm like, cool, this is working for me, I like this is not a stressful thing, and I think the journey to this point was 100% necessary for me to feel how I feel now. Like, sure, in a perfect world, I feel like it'd be a lot easier if it was just like, oh, you started T because you're a boy, and now you look like a boy and you feel like a boy and everything lines up. Like, I wish things had been a little more of a direct path like that, but like, you don't get to choose that. That's how life goes, and you just gotta figure shit out. And so it's really cool that it feels like I'm figuring things out right now, is I guess what I'm saying. Thinking about top surgery, thinking about like all of the transforming that I've done in the last few years is, oh, my lights just went out because I haven't been moving. It's really mind-blowing to me that it's like, it's really been 3 or 4 years of me getting to this point. And I think in my head it's been way less time than that. I don't know. I haven't realized that it's been a long time coming to get to this point, and again, I'm like, I don't feel like I'm like there yet. I'm still excited for a lot of changes that I hope to see with testosterone. I think in my mind, a year is the point where it was like, you're pretty much done. Like, I know it takes longer than a year to see the full effects of testosterone, but in my brain it was like, but by a year you're pretty much there. And now that I'm here, I'm like, I don't think I'm pretty much there. I think I'm maybe like halfway there. I think there's a lot of changes that I'm still gonna see from testosterone. I think that it's definitely, I don't know if it's just me and my makeup and my genetic makeup, that it's like gonna take longer or whatever. I think it's probably just kind of a misrepresentation on YouTube of like, you know, we only see the stories of people that like turn out really hunky and really doodly, and the reality is like most of the world isn't really buff and hot and masculine. Like, everyone's their own person and their own body, and so friendly reminder, you might end up being a year on T and still being a baby face and like getting misgendered, and that's okay. But I definitely had different expectations for being at this point. But I feel like all of the changes that have happened, like, it's been the right pace. I feel like I'm still constantly seeing changes, and I don't know that I could have handled changes faster. Like, I don't know. For me, at least, it's been a really wild, rough, difficult, like, 12 months, and at the same time it's been a really awesome, exciting, like, perfect 12 months. Like, I don't know, feels like things are falling into place, I guess, and that's really encouraging. And like, I just want to say, if you're struggling right now, like, it's okay. It's fucking okay to struggle. You might struggle for 5 years. You might struggle for 10 years figuring out things with gender and sexuality, and that's okay, because at some point I feel like you can reach clarity. I don't know if I felt like I gave up on feeling like I might never reach a spot where I understand myself or what I want to look like or who I want to be, but I feel like I'm getting there. And I think that that would have been encouraging for me to have known, I think 6 months ago, that like, I am doing things. I am getting there. I am living and learning every day, and you know, our relationships with gender are, we want them to be so easily defined, and we want it to be so concrete, but the reality is it's like a day-to-day thing. You know, we wake up every single day and perform gender, and I don't know, it's a lot easier now that I feel cute and feel like me, but I don't know, this has been kind of a weird video of me rambling in my office with my lights off. I hope this has been helpful, and I hope some folks are kind of relating or can resonate, some of this can resonate with them, but I love you guys, and I hope you're having a good week, and yeah, I'll make another weird video like this, I'm sure, soon, so see ya.